So I've been getting some requests to go ahead and play Nilfgaard, and you guys have said pretty much anything goes with Nilfgaard. So I decided to go ahead and play an assimilate, enslave, hybrid with a bit of sieges, and I've been enjoying it. I think that it's a little bit different than what I put out last time. Last time I leaned more into things like the Nauzicaa sergeants, and I might have had Glynis in there at one point. So I leaned more into Torres and stuff like that, you know, just giving a big swing through that. But honestly, I didn't feel like doing all that this time around. Torres is not very good in his second form, in my opinion, and I don't like having to rely on drawing him or put in the Magni combo and do it that way just to be able to get this card in round one after taking Calvite. So I went just a bit of a different route, decided to go Ardal instead. We don't need Torres. I have other ways to give spying. I have the Enslave leader ability. In this version, I put 2 amnesties. I also have treason. So there's actually just a bunch of filthy tactics in this deck that make it very frustrating for the opponent, and I think that's exactly what you're supposed to do. So that's what I did. We have Enslave 6. I could see something with 6 power or less because we have 12 tactics in the deck. That's pretty much how it works. For every 4, we get additional 1 on top of the 3 that comes standard with it. So make sure you have 12 tactics. I have Crystal Skull because I want to be able to keep things like the Helga if I play in round 1, or the Fire Scorpions alive and healthy. And from there, we also have Terra Nova. So really good card. It's an assimilate engine. We spawn and play a base copy of a non-disloyal unit we gave spying to during the game, excluding self. So we can give spying to just a really tall point slam card, a very powerful engine, just anything that can be super frustrating. We'll go ahead and use that. Again, if I seize one here, then it's automatic. If I seize something here, then it's automatic. If I put spying at some point with Mage Torturer, we get that done. But treason also gives spying to the unit that we choose. So let's say there's a 10 power in the middle, a 5 on each side. We give that 10 power spying, we kill off the 5s immediately, then we have something set up for Torres, which is really cool. If those cards that we've killed off are engines, we get even more value in that case. So really cool stuff. Stefan Skellen is a difficult card to play in this deck, but he makes so much sense. So we spawn and play Ace Up Sleeve for every 3 tactics in the starting deck. We have 12 tactics, means we're going to get 4 of those cards. It's basically a tactic that gives 2 damage. So because we're creating 4 cards, every time you see assimilate on a card, it's going to boost self by 1 whenever you play a card that's not in our starting deck. So this will get 4 boosts on the playing field, this will get 4 boosts, this will get 4 boosts, and this will get 4 boosts. So generally what I like to do, if possible, is get out a couple of the engines, being maybe 1, 2, and 3. If we're very lucky, try to get this out, but it's not always going to be a thing. And then you go and play this so that each of them is boosting by 4. You see what I mean? Plus whatever other create and place that we've done throughout the round. We have ways to do that with things like the experimental remedy, we have the imperial diplomacies, we've got, you know, stuff like that. So you can see how that type of play was really crazy, and that's why he got a base power nerf at some point, right? Calvite got a provision nerf and a base power nerf over the last year and a bit, from 10 and from 8 down to 7 and 11. However, Ardal got a buff. He used to be a 7/12, I believe. This will actually be able to put something that's 14 power from your opponent's board back into their hand, then we draw a card. So basically, let's say they have a 4 provision unit that's normally 4 base power, and they boosted it right up to 14 because that's our ceiling. As long as that card doesn't have doomed, we can put it back in their hand, draw another card. In a round 3, it's going to be pulling into something fairly good, actually, like a Playmaker card that has a lot of assimilate procs for end round. I try to take that into consideration and think about where the cards were going to be when we use an Ardal play. And if we have to take Ardal in round 1, it could be after we've taken Calvite, then we could pull into something like Terra Nova, so that if we go into a bleed and we've used him to win on even in round 1, then we know we have just even more better cards so we could dig deeper in that round 2 draw. So really cool stuff with this here. It acts as a tall punish. I have a second tall punish being Vilgefortz. Pretty straightforward. A lot of decks are thinning out cards like crazy, so to be able to go in and mill them, there might not be something to mill as far as bronze units go, so we might just get free removal in that way. I did play 2 games before I put Vilgefortz in, and I tried to make Anna Henrietta work. I honestly think that in the meta right now, people are going so tall, the extra tall punish is going to be more useful than having their leader ability. So that's why I went with this option. Again, just really good to have. Vigo is a great playmaker. We have basically the ability to create a 1 power copy of a bronze unit from our starting decks. We can go and get another Mage Torturer if we want. We can, you know, get that engine out there, or if we need spying. We have the Duchess Informant, we have the Fire Scorpion, and we have the Emissary. So realistically, 4 bronze cards. These are probably my biggest 3 picks. Fire Scorpion's probably the worst pick, but I'll still take it sometimes, right? In a Helga round, it's really good. But generally speaking, these 2 are probably the best 3rd and 4th. So, you know, I don't have to worry too much about putting less bronze cards in the deck to manipulate that. We've only got 4 to begin with, so it's not really that big of a deal. Hefty Helga is really crazy because it has a shield. So against Nilfgaard, they might be able to do something about that with Attorney Joust, be able to remove it and the shield. But this is really good defense against things like Lord Riptide. It's really good defense against things like Cyclops and, you know, just direct damage things that people are doing. And basically we have damage unit by 2 with 1 charge. Whenever we play a tactic, gain 1 charge. So when I place Defend Skellen, this is going to get 8 damage worth of charges plus whatever other tactics we play throughout the round, which we obviously have 12 in the deck, so you can imagine how many that is. 12 plus the potential here is even more so, right? That's 16 collective. So really cool stuff. Removal, Graveyard Disruption. If I have something like, if I play one of these from the grave, then I can just replay and get a bunch of assimilate procs. Otherwise, I can do something very disruptive to the opponent. Let's say they're playing a monsters deck. They want to bring back something from the grave. You know, we can basically take that away so they can't. Amnesty is just really good seize power. The fact that I have damage down with Joust, I have damage down with the pings here and so forth. Do you go and just, you know, take something from them, can prevent them from getting that carryover for later. So I like that quite a bit. This is just going to make a copy of a bronze card to proc assimilate a couple times. We have, again, just a really good high value bronze tactic. Probably one of my favorite Nilfgaard cards overall, to be honest with you. It's just so much fun. Bit of control. Obsidian Mirror is a wild card, but it tends to work pretty well against the engine decks. We spawn 3 1-power copies, bronze units on their side. So you pick 3 things, you spawn a copy of each. And so if they're all engines, like in one of the games that I have here, you're going to see a really, really crazy value from something like this. You can win a round with this card by itself almost if you get the right target. So pretty much it. Buhurt's really good just at getting value, just getting a tactic tag for the deck. Generally speaking, just Buhurt's something that you want to put into Enslave range, so you're getting the most value out of Enslave if it's underpowered, but you need to take it. Or just take it on something that you're going to go ahead and use Artel or the Vilgefortz on anyways. Or if you want to set up a Treason, you can manipulate that a bit better. Those are all the incentives to run this card and what kind of make it decent. This is kind of a baby version of Hefty Helga. You get 1 damage instead of 2 per, so you don't value these as high as this here. And Emissary is just for defense, right? If we need to boost something up, keep these alive, keep this alive, keep this alive, we have that option here. So that's pretty much it. Very heavy control deck. It loves to be on red coin in round 1. It's a lot of fun just being able to push the opponent, being able to, you know, bleed in for free, or even defend a bleed, right? If we lose round 1 because our hand's not that great, it's going to be hard for them to get a 2-0 because we have all our good cards guaranteed. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I got 4 games of live commentary for reference. If you enjoy the content that you see, don't forget to sub to the channel. If you have any recommendations of what you want to see next, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you very shortly with another video. All right, first up here we have Enslave, and it's 6. So we'll show them how it's done. I feel like for now we put back Obsidian. These 2 are okay, but we kind of trade poorly. Let's... I need to get rid of some gold cards. That's the problem. Maybe Brathens goes back for now. Oh, cool. Let's figure it out. That would be a nice take, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think this is what we're doing. We just seize it.
Two bad sides. It is better to be on the winning one.
Or try to. I just don't want to overcommit here. Yeah, no hesitation. Still probably just Calvete. Their version doesn't run it if they're running Magnes plus the fur cart. Have to say though, Amnesty for a fur cart's not a bad play. Because then I can go take Terra Nova for that and I can draw more stuff later. It's all good. We need 20 points in 2 turns, though. I get rid of 4 on their side of the board. Well, 3. So they go to 24, and I get 12. And then I have to figure out how to get the rest of it. And if I pass, it doesn't work out. So if anything, actually, this is probably my pass. I need some kind of throwaway, which I don't have. My next card will be this or this or this. I think they're just playing in so they get the carryover, honestly. It's funny how I put back the Amnesty and now it's actually a really good pull. I guess we just do one of these, right?
What is truth if not an illusion?
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
So their top deck's not looking too bad, is it? Any sort of playing in doesn't do anything for me. My next card's going to be the Remedy, which is for Magni, which is really good. If I put down Helga, they probably take it. They might have a second joust. Nope. So it's up to 14. I could always just take Ardle here. It gets rid of a lot of value, doesn't it? To me, that feels like it's worth taking. Just killing, essentially.
An interesting choice.
So we know they have Sarah coming up.
Nothing will stop us.
If there's a second joust, they found it. Maybe they just don't have it. To me, it doesn't make sense why you'd only have one. Either way. Just in case. I think what we're going to do, actually, though, is take Brathen so they can't steal the Helga. That just makes me want to do... Let's make a copy of that soon.
Do I enjoy torture? Perhaps.
It's not a bad poll, right? Let's leave these. I want to see this through because I do think we're going to win and it's going to be nice, but I think they already realize it's not going too hot. Because now I have perfect Terra Nova set up. We have good Brathens. I have leader to counter their leader, and then we have like solid coup, control, you know, remedy into Magni, into coup, into holding something, you know. Like it's looking pretty damn good. Yeah, sore loser. Alright, we got Death Wish coming up here next. I think we do pretty well against Death Wish, honestly. Kill the consume, seize the targets. You know, life is pretty good. Let's save this for later. Save this for later. Decree into Dagon in round 1. I guess they just don't think they're going to get one later. So they want to go double consume on ritual. If that's the case, though, there's not really incentive for me to try too hard in this round.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Yeah. Be nice if they just pulled both succubus out here. Okay, at least one.
Not done if you can still.
That's not a bad seize. It takes away from that whole combo. I don't know, man. It also doesn't let them get that trib, you know? Let's just do something easy for a minute. If their deck has Doldu Lock, they play around me seizing this. It's nice to see the first one of these down. If I had siege engines to nudge things, it would be more effective, because then I could just use Amnesty and not feel bad about it. I think I'm still waiting on the whole leader thing. I could take it later. This would be a really good Intriga. Another card I'd like to take, right? But we can't come back from this, man. 27-point deficit. We have to take into consideration as well, they could be playing Erendite in this deck. So, this is my throw card. I think we have to put Amnesty back. It's a little greedy here. Hopefully they're not running a giant toad. So just keep in mind too, Detlaf with 1 leader rip and the giant toad second to that is going to be very quick. And then I'm going to probably have to take Detlaf so they can't duplicate it. It's actually not a bad thing to give spying to.
What is truth if not an illusion?
And if I insert a needle here, what then?
Because I could just coup that like that. A Riptide would take it out. It's probably worth the risk. If they stack beside, I have a really good Amnesty as well. Or not Amnesty, I'm so not used to playing Treason. I just think Treason would be really good in Ogroid meta. Also, the fact that it gives spying in absence of Torres is like really good for me. Kinda early on the squirrel. They're at 7. I can give them one more turn of kind of just going slow here. My next card up's one of these. That means I could take the giant toad. But then I have to put this back. It's kind of a waste. 20 points. I think we're still... Brathen's is expensive, but I don't think they're stopping. I might just go in just to protect around a Riptide. I might just do something like this. Split things up, right? So we'll get rid of you first. And then I can squirrel again if they pass. Ruin? Sure. That's a really good treason, though. Because then it just sets me up for like a really tall punish.
I'm just a sexy little cog in a fucked up machine called life.
It's up at 14. Maybe that's the move, actually.
Now reduce your pathetic realms to embers.
Because it did basically eat a bunch, and now it's sitting in hand not really feeling great.
I don't have a dirty mind. Just one hell of an imagination.
And they have the one here. Remedy is so essential. There's no way I can get it. I think what we're doing is one of these.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Yeah, I'm still not gonna go. Like, I really want to save leader, man. That's hilarious. We just coup for the Yigern? Probably next. Okay, Ren, okay.
Relax.
fine. $46. I guess I'm taking this. Do we care? No, we can hold it. It's going to be Barbagazi.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
I should just 3-point coup it, honestly. Because then I can save this stuff. Yeah, I still don't want to go too tall, just in case. Alright, I guess we're taking out the 14.
If you can still walk.
Quite the menial task.
I need my points now.
I'm just a sexy little cog in that fucked up machine called life.
It's probably an Erendite. Which means I probably waste a fan. So we should just win, I think. Wow, these are terrible. That's so perfect. If I'm playing something from their grave, that's a bronze. That's probably Barbagazi. Let's go Terra Nova first.
Come snap your spout at me. I'm nothing.
She is safer. Who cares about safe?
I see strong magic.
Don't want anything here. Actually, matter of fact, I'm just going to take the Barbagazi and just consume it, just to be safe. I care about being safe. Poor guy. I mean, that's a good coup.
Do I enjoy torture? Perhaps. A bit.
It's not a bad coup, right? Do we... Four damage would actually ruin my life, so let's leave it. I'm not settling for this, man. At the very least, we're gonna do this. I don't care how big your Erendite is at this point, man. It's over. Ozerol, potentially. And then they forfeit before I can play. Yeah. That's all I got. Good sport. Alright, next up here we got Nature's Gift. Very high tempo deck. At least they go first. I'm going to try to keep Amnesty because I think we can get some good value from that. They have a lot of engines as well, so Obsidian Mirror could actually be pretty good. I want to keep maybe one of the Diplos out of the equation, and maybe I'll keep the second one because honestly, like, there are some good pulls, and I don't want to have these in the bottom of the deck, so... So it's not what we thought. Good. Come to think of it, though, if they're playing like a movement package, I'm going to get some really good value here. I just got to stay in it. Let's do one of these.
Her grace will not be pleased.
No, obviously we could try to seize that after. Oh my. Yeah, it's all ready to go, man. I wonder if I ever just take... Because now we're both on 7. Round trapping them is probably the best bet. If I win this game, I'm at rank 2 as well. They just give up and switch to my strat. I guess it benefits them more than it benefits me at this point. I still get the damage off of it. I don't think I need to play Calvite yet because I can bleed in round 2 with bronzes if I don't. That's kind of nice. Yeah, please. I mean, we can almost kill it. I'm more concerned about this one. Ah, I messed up. I should have put one back here. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. It doesn't matter anyways, but... Like, it literally doesn't matter. Double Amnesty without siege engines is kind of bad, so we'll put one back for now. And Remedy's very good. Honestly, I'm going to have to put them both back. Kind of sucks. We'll pull one of those out if we need to. I think they're done with most of the movement stuff, though.
I forgive. This time.
Who would have thought?
Should I kill him? Again, the objective here isn't to self-bleed.
Let us talk to strangers. Mother Earth, I grant you.
Hammer could be a good target for putting back in hand. There's not a lot we can do here. Could always take this one. Maybe we just go with that. Again, we're not 2-0ing here by any means, so.
I don't remember. I don't care.
I have to deal with Aquin and probably Ethne. Okay. You know what, though? There is actually a line where they just fill up the board, and then it's over for them, you know?
A highly curious case.
I might be able to help.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
Between frogs and then the Frisiane, which is something you'd probably want to play in round 1. Or bleeding into a round 2, not defending. That's fine. Do we just take the reset and go next and kind of get them to panic? It's probably the best bet that we're going to get. It's up to 14. I got 14, right?
Tis my truth. I was born.
Yeah, so I get the last leader out of the way. I'm wondering if Brathens is a move here. Just in case they click.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
So now they've got 3 spots left. You won't click it though. Gazra's, okay.
No point in showing mercy.
Why did you not start on melee? I guess it's the adrenaline. I think we're just gonna mill, just in case we get something good. Nice. Yeah, we just 2-0 if they can't play anything else. They might have shaping though. Unfortunately, it has to be Terra Nova. So many ones.
Yeah, I work for the police. Better than working.
Okay, good. Nice, there's Simi.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a twat.
Is there ever a move to bin treason? Because I still win? You didn't think I could do it. And next up here we have Skellige. It's going to be Ursine Ritual. I think I'm going to keep this and this. I feel like we're going to get some value here. Let's put back Stefan for later and put back Terra Nova. I don't want to play two of these because I'm not running any sieges right now, so we'll put one back. What's my opener? Probably just Calvite at this point.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
They need us.
This is kind of genius. I like how it's actually working the way it's supposed to. Let's leave it though. There's no sense in killing my own stuff. Let them kind of deal with it. Okay, Melu comes down. Can we snipe? Nope. It's gonna be 9. I don't want to take it though, that's the problem. Just keep it light. I think their golden necker, given the royal decree, is kind of a telltale. If I can stay in this round long enough, then Cirrus Fearless will come out here.
For the clan! For Skellige!
And that's a pretty good deal. Unless I let them win the round on purpose. Which might be appropriate. Berserk 3 is kind of bad. To damage it twice. I guess it's balanced. I mean, you know I'm spawning on this row. Probably just gonna take this. I feel like we gotta stay in this enough to make it count, you know?
Nature's a fickle beast.
No choice. Kind of sucks that I'm having to heal it. Is there any other way that I can do this? I guess not.
Her grace will not be pleased.
I guess that just gets me the round. Melusine's at 13. It's not really that bad, but I don't have my Tall Punish anymore. I need Helga. Come to think of it though, Blue Boy is out of the way, so Helga should be safe. I'm probably just going for a long round. And they don't have Siri in hand, which is perfect. I don't know if they have Fearless either, because I feel like they've damaged themselves enough times. So I believe that this should actually be fairly good, but at the same time, so with these, we're guaranteed value. We know what we're getting into, so... I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Alula... makes it difficult for me. Right? I lose a lot of assimilate value.
And if I insert a needle here, what then?
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, it's gonna get rough quick. Is there anything we can do?
None of them to sit back and do nothing.
I think I'm actually going to play like this. It's sort of like a safeguard, you know? Because then I can float this.
All it takes is only sacrifice.
Let's keep playing it safe here. Get a couple procs, why don't we? I might have to coup next, so I can get the most value possible, and then save Brathens for after the coup, and just rely on Brathens for the... There she is. Yeah, we gotta take this, man. I don't think this version has Callus, though, which is nice. I think it's just a Lula self-heal.
Freya's bulwark! That's what we are!
just try to get the most value possible.
I hate nothing more than
Heal an ally by 2. We don't need to do that. It's probably just a 6 drop. Let's leave this for now. Then I go Helga, and then this. It's getting close.
we live to serve him.
Okay. It's still going to be this now.
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
Let's take that one out. Just in case they've got some kind of like wide payoff thing going on. And then that goes back in hand. We win the game. I don't see it any other way at this point. It's still probably this that goes back.
Be destroyed.
Sigdriff is right. Golden Necker. They might have him.
Either with my shield or on it.
That's disgusting. Just gonna leave that. So they did. That's something you probably want to bring down much sooner. I guess they had to hold it because they knew that this was coming. There's no other way. Just sink them all into this, and then it's a big swing. Might get them to like, yeah, 50 points. Sure.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Just wanted to show you guys what it was looking like.